Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays the Burglar. We are back here at Metaseld with the king after delivering the proclamation. And now let's see what the next step is before he heads out.
It is time.
Well, I guess there is nothing else to do before he heads out.
Theoden King has mustered a force of more than 1,000 spears and prepares to ride for Isengard. Will he return to Edoras in this life?
We will have to find out. Gandalf was right, Petronella. I have sat in the shadows of my hall for too long. It is good to breathe the clean air once more, and to feel the breeze in my face. Grima's whisperings made me forget, but now the memory of good has returned to me, and in greater force than before. Walk with me for a ways, Petronella. I have a request to make of you. All right?
Forward, snowman.
Forward, snowman. All right. There we go. And, well, walk from the point of view of
While I
walking.
ride to Isengard, I would have you lend your aid to those who remain behind.
Our friend does not ride with us.
There are dangers both behind and ahead, Eomer.
Okay. I know you're needed elsewhere, Petronella. Still, I would feel more at ease if you rode with us. I do not want to add my own worries to those that already concern you, but if you find yourself in the Eastfold, perhaps you can cast an eye towards my own home? The town of Aldburg is my home, and I'm not in Edoras, and it is now left in the care of my steward, Archie. It has been a long while since I returned to Aldburg, and I worry that the dangers that threaten the rest of the mark may also affect my home. You need not go there with any haste. Help my sister with her own task first, but it would ease my mind if I thought you might go to Aldburg afterwards. You have my thanks, Petronella. Alright, I'll see if I could get there. Uh-huh. Look at there. There we have Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn. Which way are they going, I wonder? Oh, they're Legolas? Oh, there you are, Petronella. Did you not recognize me? Theoden gave us raiment of war from his own hoard. I prefer my own garb, but we ride now into war, and this shining mail will serve me better. Still, I appreciate the gift. Alright. What do you say, Gimli? This armor of this land is not made for dwarves, Petronella, but the king gave to me a shield bearing his device, a white horse on a green field. I'm proud to bear it, but I'm less pleased at the prospect of being borne by such creatures on the journey to Isengard. I have had enough of bouncing around the back of such beasts like a sack of meal. Ilmer says that I may ride with him, and I have agreed to take him up on the offer, as long as Legolas will ride behind us. Together we will teach young Ilmer how mistaken he is concerning the Lady of the Golden Wood. We will be good company, assuming we learn his lesson well and quickly. And what do you say about that, Aragorn? I understand your path leads elsewhere, Petronella, but still we may yet meet again. There are dangers aplenty in Rohan, and not enough good-hearted folk to defeat them. If only there were two of you, or four, or six. Sounds of merriment are rare in these times, Petronella, and defeating Saruman will not change that. Gandalf is quick to remind us that the real foe lies to the east, not to the west. But if Rohan is to survive, we must do something about the enemy that's nearest. And we will. Very well. It appears that they're all ready. The host is assembled and ready to ride, Petronella. But there is still one matter I would see resolved. Will you find Gleowine and bring him before me? There's still a matter of his punishment to be settled. Uh-oh. Oh, there, Gleowine. Time for justice. The king has chosen this moment to reveal this punishment? I am prepared, Petronella. Whatever the king decides will be just.
I am ready.
All right, let's see what it is. There you go.
Gleowine, do you know why I have called you before me?
I do, my king. My friends and I returned to Aedoras against your direct command.
Why did you do this?
We did this out of love, my king, and fear. Love of the Mark, and fear for its people.
I share this love, Gleowine, and this fear. But a king's word is law, and must be obeyed. You will not escape judgment.
That is just, my king. I submit to your will.
I ride to war. It is like to be my last riding. I need a minstrel by my side to record the deeds that await.
My king?
It will be your burden to witness my final days, if this be they, and record them in song.
You will return from the battle, my king.
That may be so. Do you accept my judgment?
I do, my king.
So that is the judgment of the king. It is done, Petronella. Each of the three of you, Gleowine, Horn, and the Hobbit, to whom I now speak, will serve Rohan in the ways for which you are best suited, and scrub away the black mark incurred by defying my command. Now it is time to depart, and my sister-daughter Éowyn, as the people journey to Dunharrow, and wish us well in the battle. With good fortune, we will overcome, and put an end to Saruman's treacheries at long last.
Forth, Aerlingus!
Fourth, Aerlingus. They have departed.
So they are gone. May they ride to victory.
It is now up to those of us who remain to carry out my uncle's will and the wishes of those who ride with him. I hope we are both up to the challenge, Petronella. So do I.
My uncle has commanded that I bring the people of Edoras to Dunharrow.
He's commanded that we bring the people to Dunharrow, for that is a more defensible location than Edoras. Before we make our way there, we should send word to Harrowdale and the great number of people that soon will be arriving. Some have already made their way to Harrowdale, but more will be arriving soon from all corners of Kingstead. If you have time enough to spare, I ask that you travel northeast to the town of Entwade and assure the people that they are prepared for what lies ahead. Afterwards, someone will need to travel to Harrowdale. The Lord of Harrowdale is Thane Dunhere, nephew of Ekelbrand, Lord of Helm's Deep in the Westfold. He's a mighty man, accomplished in battle and most loyal to my uncle and the Mark, but he rode to defend the ford of the Eisen some weeks ago, and his wife now rules in his stead. She and I have never been friendly. Ellen Fremedon is, by most accounts, a kind woman, and is just as her husband, but She and I are as different as a badger is to the noble steed. Dif- yes, she will not be pleased to hear that I and the folk of Edoras will soon be sheltering at her hall, but she would be less pleased to hear the news from me. After you have helped the people of the Entwade, travel to the Underharrow to the south, and give Ellen Fremedon this unpleasant news. There's little other choice, and you seem to be the most available messenger for the tidings, Petronella. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Well, to the Entwade, I guess. Hello there. I was sent here to help you with your preparations for evacuation.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
I take it you don't like the invaders then. Well then, welcome to the Entway Traveler. I have little time to spend chatting with one so ill acquainted with the troubles of Rohan. The king has ridden west and left me many problems and not enough men to handle them. Be him renewed or not, my people still have been forgotten. Look to my side, traveler. My wife, Leoflad, struggles to make ready to evacuate my people of Aldburg. Such a task would be difficult even if the Uruks were not riding on our plains, but such things are commonplace under Theoden King. Let me speak no more of him, for my wife thinks such things bode ill for my temper. If you would help us prepare, we would be grateful for your aid, though I do not know how much I can repay you for these dire times. Right, let's see. So, let's help them with their various tasks. What do you need?
The White Hand is wicked.
The Entwade has been the victim of many assaults of late, Petronella. For my part, my men and I have kept the people from harm and our homes largely intact. However, in the past week, the attacks have ceased. It does not take one well versed in strategy to presume that a larger attack will soon fall upon us. I have been busy helping my wife prepare the people to travel to Aldburg, and any new information of our foes' whereabouts has not yet been delivered to me. If you would, speak with my guards near the Entwash of the town. They may have more insight to the dangers we'll be left to deal with once the people depart. Alright, fine, I'll speak with the guards. Anything else you need?
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
You appear to be a hale one, traveler. As my wife makes me ready to escort my people south unto safety, I would ask something of you. The road to the south will be lead my people to Aldburg, but our foes lurk too near. The Uruks that stalk the fields of the king's stead have done much to harry my people there. My people and my wife cannot meet such a fate if they're attacked by the Uruks there. Ride against them and clear the roads so my people can pass unfettered when the time comes. Alright, fine, kill the pillagers, right?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Oh, traveler, uh, um, see, Edrich has sent you to me? Good. Perhaps now we could be able to depart in some timely manner. It has been a great undertaking to uproot the people of the Entwade, Petronella. At my husband's request, I shall aid in escorting them safely to Aldburg in the south, so I need to gather people up. Alright, gotcha. Now, let's see. Gathering people. Alright, here we go. Hello, we're gathering people. Gathering people all over the place. Oh, yes, and here's the guard we need to speak with.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Thane Edrich wishes you to know what has become of our foes. The Uruk still ride among the plains, and the king's done naught to drive them off. He stripped us of most of our men, and soon we shall be even fewer than Leoflot and as the rest depart. The Uruk circle us like vultures, Petronella, and there's no telling when they shall strike next, or if they direct their wrath against towards Middlemead. That is all that I know from what has come, Petronella. The people must be made ready to leave as soon as they're able. That's always the trouble in, of course, handling a situation like this, in that, yeah, you have to decide what you're going to do, and you don't have enough soldiers in order to defend the land. You decide where you're going to defend, and unfortunately, the others are left underdefended at best. Okay, what do you say? See, Inguk.
The Dunlendings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
It has been long since I've spoken with Thane Edrich, and while it is true that the relative speech is held, I fear that'll soon end. During my post a few days ago, I spied orcs crossing the Entwash, with much difficulty, mind you, passing onto the shores of Kingstead. These orcs looked different, and they did not bear the markings of the White Hand. Moreover, they appeared to be fleeing from the farmsteads nearby. Perhaps Reed Fostris is as brutal as I heard it told. I am not one to believe that an orc can know fear, but I'm certain we have not seen the last of them. Though Thane Edrich surely knows not of this, and he must be advised about this trouble. Alright then. And what about... see, we've got Onrod. Okay, there's Onrod, the guard on the other end. I'm wondering if you're thinking not the orcs are coming. I guess this is what they're down to, one guard at each location.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I cannot tell you much more than you already know, Petronella. The Urukai have roamed in both east and west, and I fear that they have stolen the horses of the Broadacres in their travels. I fear that they are responsible for Middlemead's silence as of late as well, though I know that Magla will not allow such foes to come close to his people. Ah, well, the troubles facing the Entwade are numerous enough. None shall be safe until the roads are clear of their kind, and of that I'm sure Thade Edrich already knows. Alright, fine, I will speak with the Thane on that, and I guess I need to gather a few more people. I've finished gathering the people.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Thank you, Petronella. You allowed me a chance to finish with the other preparations, and now it appears that everyone's here. Keeping them at my side will likely prove more challenging, but worry not, Petronella, for I have handled far worse. Oh, was that good to hear or not? I'm not too sure, but and I've also taken care of...
The White Hand is wicked.
Yes, it is as I feared, Petronella. More foes rally around the lands even now, and with such little time before my people depart, we shall have to find and strike at these threats as soon as we are able to, for only then will my people find safe passage. Right. And speaking of handling some of the threats in the local area, I think it's time for me to head out and deal with some of those pillagers, which is what we'll do in the next episode of Piney Plays The Burglar.